All right, what's good, y'all? I can't lie. I just recorded an entire 25-minute long video, and I did not have the freaking microphone on. So we're doing it again. We're doing it again. 25 minutes straight. I was talking, bro. I was talking for 25 minutes. I don't know, bro. That's so irritating. But basically, today's topic is my experience being chronically alone, which also ties into a subtopic of me being chronically online. So I'll just give you all my backstory real quick. So basically, I grew up um, as a little kid. I was just like I was moving around a lot. Like I would stay at the same school for maybe like 2 years, average around 2 years, and then I would move because I grew up with my mom and my parents are divorced, and so I lived with my mom growing up like through most of my young childhood. I grew up with my mom, and we were constantly moving because we had a lot of financial struggles, and just a lot of things were going on. I'm not going to dig too deep into that, but basically I would move around every couple years, and basically I was forced to constantly adapt and like try to make new friends, and I think that definitely contributed a lot to me being chronically alone, because as a result of me having to constantly uh, make new friends, and I was not able to consistently build these social skills growing up as a little kid. I ended up coping, and the way I would cope, it started with so like I got my first either phone or tablet. I don't remember. I had a couple of tablets and a couple of phones growing up. Honestly, I wish I didn't, bro. I wish I didn't. No, I don't. I don't wish I didn't, because everything worked out, bro. Everything worked out. I don't regret anything, despite it not being really in my control. I don't regret it. But I grew up like with tablets and phones, and basically because I struggled so much to socialize with people and I struggled to make friends so much, I would I basically resorted to my phones and my tablets as a coping mechanism. Um, that would be like I was constantly watching YouTube. I didn't actually say this in my first take. I would literally just watch YouTube all day, bro. I love YouTube. I love YouTube to this day, but I loved YouTube like so much. Like probably the reason why I'm so obsessed with YouTube now is because I literally would watch YouTube all day because that's all I had to do. That's literally I would get home from school and I wouldn't have it like I literally lived at one point in a trailer. I lived in a trailer in like at the bottom of a valley. It was like some weird shit, bro. It was like literally in the middle of nowhere, bro. So like there was like hardly any kids anyways. So like I was just constantly watching YouTube on my phone, either YouTube or I was playing games on my phone, but I did a lot of YouTube. Um like with my tablets and phones. That was the main thing I did. I just watched YouTube. I loved YouTube, man. I loved YouTube. I think it definitely was important to me getting to where I'm at now, cuz it inspired my drive to be, or my desire to become a YouTuber for sure. But then after that, I got my first Xbox, bro. I got the Xbox 360. I actually got like the Elite. I had a good ass Xbox 360. It was good, man. And that started everything, bro. That started from like when I was like 9 years old to like um just recently, like this year. I mean, I say like the last year because I don't really play video games anymore, because I have like a greater. I'm not okay. I'm not shitting on people who play video games, but I stopped playing video games. I sacrificed video games basically to pursue things that I like were better for my health. And I'm not saying that video games can't be good for your health. They definitely can, but I definitely I gave up video games to pursue stuff like this, like stuff that I truly wanted to do and desire. And but yeah, that me getting that Xbox 360 started this journey from like 9 to like I'll just say 18 years old. Like when I was still playing video games at 18, like a lot. And over these years, man, I definitely developed like I would make friends. Like I still moved around a couple of times. But like once I got to high school, I did stay in high school for 4 years. Like I stayed in high school all 4 years, so that was like a blessing for sure. When I moved in with my dad, I didn't have to move schools during high school, which was awesome, because I made a lot of good friends that I still talk to this day. But during that whole like from when I first got my Xbox to like graduating high school, all I did, bro, all I did every day, every single day, I would get home from school, play video games all day, bro. Like I probably wouldn't even do my homework most of the time. No, I definitely wouldn't. Not probably. I definitely would not do my homework most of the time. Um, and in school, bro, I hated school, bro. I hated school, and I think the reason I disliked school so much was because I didn't see a reason to be there. Because all the only thing that brought me satisfaction or joy in life was playing video games, and like because it was just a coping mechanism. It was always a coping mechanism. Like even though I did enjoy it and I have a lot of good memories, it was always a coping mechanism. So I really could not enjoy a lot of other aspects of being a child, um, because all I wanted to do was play video games. So like even though I wanted to socialize growing up as a child, I I would have rather played video games, honestly. Like if as a child, if you asked me, bro, if you're like, do you want to go uh play outside with your friends or play Fortnite? And I would choose Fortnite, bro. Today, would I still like make the same decision? No, of course not, bro. I would have rather I wish I would have gone outside to play with my friends, but I was a little kid, bro. Like I didn't know any better. That's all I did. That's all I did every day. Um, but yeah, man, that definitely led to me being alone all the time. That's basically what this is tying into. Um, I was constantly alone, and you might say like technically I wasn't constantly alone because I was playing with other people on the game, so like technically I was communicating with other people, but online socialization is not actual real human socialization. Like being physically with somebody and socializing with them is a complete different experience, and you cannot develop the skills needed to socialize in society by playing video games and speaking to people on the headset. You know what I mean? Like that, you just can't, bro. It's not the same experience. So I spent a lot of. So I really, even though I was playing with people, I was really alone, like all the time, bro. Like I was always, I chose to be alone, playing video games. So I was basically just alone all the time, bro, when I was playing video games. And even like at a certain point when I got older, I would choose to play video games alone. Like I would choose to be alone. Like I would end up preferring to be alone a lot of the time because I just wouldn't want to talk to people. So like I don't really know exactly why I chose to be alone so much, but even now like to this day like I do kind of prefer being alone in certain like when I'm feeling a certain way, I definitely prefer to be alone when other people would prefer to be around somebody else because and that's just kind of how I'm hardwired at this point. I'm hardwired because of the way I grew up. Constantly, just being alone was normal. Like I would not be around anyone physically. Not even like I would hardly be around my siblings or my parents. You know what I mean? I was just in a constant state of copium, bro. But because I was a little kid, there's not really much I could have done. You know what I mean? I was just that's just kind of how I grew up, and I don't blame my parents for anything because they were doing the best they could with what they had. You know what I mean? They seriously were, and I had a good life. I'd say despite everything, like me being like in poverty and not having a social life, I still had a good life. Like I still lived comfortably, but at the same time, me being so comfortable growing up definitely contributed to like me not like being in a constant state of comfort, which was me playing video games, definitely led to me not like having desires to do anything greater. And it took me so long to get to the point I'm at to this day. Like to today, I am at a completely different point in my life where I have desires and I want to achieve things and I want to I want to do things on my own. I don't want to be in a constant state of comfort. I want to be uncomfortable. Like I'm uncomfortable right now, bro, but I'm low key enjoying this. Like I was low key mad. I was mad as hell after I realized I went on the CapCut because I had two different clips because I got interrupted, and I saw that there was no audio, and I was low key pissed, bro. I was fuming. But then I was like, you know what, bro? Like fuck it, bro. Take two, bro. Take two. I'm not complaining about this, bro. Like I low key gotta do. I was finna go do some DoorDash after this, but we gotta do take number two. So, uh, but yeah, like basically, me being alone, me being in a constant state of comfort, led it all just kind of like domino effect. Like me being comfortable, it resulted in me avoiding hard things like socializing because I didn't grow up doing it very much. It was hard, so I would cope and avoid socializing. I would cope and avoid exercising or going outside. You know what I mean? So I just that definitely contributed to me being alone all the time too. Just like playing video games, like only enjoying like that was the only aspect of my life I enjoyed because it took my mind off of what was hard about life, um, including being around other people. Which was very hard for me. Um, but now I'd say at this point, like it it definitely has its negatives as into like I am like socially awkward. Like I tend to be pretty socially awkward. I've definitely improved a lot to the point where like I can I guess like quote unquote like blend in with society. Like most people won't even be able to tell. Why is it zooming so much, bro? Most people won't even be able to tell that like I'm socially awkward or like I grew up not having a social life, and being like they wouldn't know that I was just constantly alone because I can kind of blend in. Like I know basic like small talk in like social cues, but whenever I get put into like if I ever get put on the spot or like I'm in an unfamiliar like situation, then I will like the social awkwardness will come out like cuz sometimes I just don't know what to say, bro. Like can I be honest, bro? Like I just don't know what to say in certain social situations. Like I just don't like there's no my mind will just be blank, and then I'll just come off as like awkward, and it's like, bro, I'm sorry, bro. There's nothing going on up here. You know what I mean? That's just how it is sometimes in certain social situations, bro. I need to drink some water, bro. Holy shit, dude. I've been talking for like almost an hour straight, damn near at this point. But yeah. So that's like a negative, but I'd say positively, it it really has what being alone. Uh, I say like growing up, like being chronically alone. It definitely developed me into a like, or it allowed me to to be okay with being alone. Cause like for a while, like at a certain point, the older I got, the less okay I got with being alone. Cause like I was like, I started becoming afraid to be alone. I was like, okay, I grew up alone, but now that I'm getting older and I'm starting to like actually want social connections and I'm seeing like all these other people socializing, I started to be afraid to be alone. So like I would feel bad about being alone. But now that I'm like after like graduating high school and stuff and like being a lot more comfortable socializing and stuff and having like people who I can talk to, it 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 allows me to like you know fuck excuse me, holy shit, it it's allowed me to be okay with being alone. Like I do a lot of my work alone, so and I honestly I think people need more alone time. Like certain people need more alone time, certain people need more time around other people. I'd say I probably need more time around other people, but at the same time, I have a lot of experience being in my own thoughts, especially because I stopped playing video games. Like whenever I'm alone, I'm not just constantly being stimulated. I'm actually able to sit here and think like think about my thoughts, like reflect on my thoughts. So now, like being now that I'm like older and I'm used to being alone, and I'm like trying to improve my life, it's allowed me to improve in silence, I guess. I don't know. Does this make any sense, bro? I feel like I'm kind of like bullshitting right now. Um, but yeah, let's get back to the topic, man. Chronically alone, it definitely was hard for me to make connections. Like I'd say, I only started really making progress like socially in high school. Like before high school, I struggled so much, bro. Like I could not talk to people. Like the only reason I would have friends is because um, really, like in elementary school, the only reason I made friends was because of Fortnite, bro. Like dead ass, I would be like, oh, like Fortnite was super popular when I was in like fourth and fifth grade, and I would be like, oh, what's your you play Fortnite? Like, what's your like, are you good at Fortnite? Like, I'm low key good at Fortnite because I low key was good at Fortnite. I would tell people like I'm pretty good at Fortnite, man. We should play some Fortnite. So I actually made like a lot of my good friends like during middle school, like elementary and middle school from Fortnite, which is just so funny, bro. It's just so funny to think about. But um, and then after that, once once it was like less and less easy to just like go up to somebody and just like be like I guess it became less normal. I feel like the older I got, the less normal it was to try to like make friends with somebody that you didn't know. Like in high once I got to high school, it was kind of like I couldn't just walk up to somebody and be like, "Bro, you like playing this game?" I don't know. Maybe it was like that, and maybe I was just I don't know, man. I just that was not how I made friends in high school. It was how I made friends in like elementary school and middle school, but after middle school, making friends was like completely different, bro. I had to like find different reasons. Like I would definitely like still like talk about games, but like that was not really the reason I made any of my high school friends. Like we were friends for completely different reasons, and it's kind of crazy to think about how that just like evolved. Like people would still play video games in high school, but they weren't. It was like the people that I was trying to become friends with. Like I was low key always at the bottom of like the social hierarchy. I'd say in most of my friend groups, or like I was maybe not the bottom, but like I was never at the top. I don't think I was always at the bottom. I just think I was never at the top. Like I was at the either at the bottom or the middle of like the social hierarchies in high school. So like I wouldn't I would just kind of be there, bro. I was just kind of there most of the time. I was just there. I wouldn't get invited to do shit, bro. Like I would never get invited to do shit. I think I got invited to I think I hung out with somebody like once or twice in elementary school, and then high school I didn't hang out with anyone until my senior year. And I think my senior year was like it it definitely like it was my best year because I definitely enjoyed it the most. I was making the most friends. I was talking to the most like new people, like the most girls I was talking to. Um, and it was definitely like the best year I had out of high school, but I also was being treated differently, bro. Like I think the reason it was my best year is because I was being treated differently because I was older, I was more grown. Like I had like a glow up, I guess, like quote unquote glow up, even though I personally didn't see myself as like more attractive than the year before. Just for some reason, people were treating me different. So obviously, I must have grew up a little bit. I must have glowed up a little bit over that summer. But um, my senior year was definitely the best. And that's when I actually started like having people like wanting to hang out with me. But still, like despite that, despite I had people that like I could actually hang out with, I rarely ever did it, bro. Like I went to like maybe like a couple. Like my senior year, I went to one senior event, bro. I went to one senior event, bro. I literally went to one, and that was it. I did not go to any other senior event. And before that, before my senior year, I didn't go to any events, bro. I didn't get invited to anything. I didn't get like there was just no reason for me to go, bro. Cause I would just go home and play fucking Rainbow Six Siege, bro. That was definitely what I was into during high school. A little bit more Rainbow Six Siege. I liked. I mean, I'll still play Fortnite sometimes. I played what was like popular low key like I'm trying to think during high school. I mean, I played a lot of Call of Duty. Yeah, Call of Duty, bro. Yeah, COD, bro. Modern Warfare like 2019, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, like that was kind of like during high school, like during my high school years, those were kind of popping. So, that's kind of what I was doing instead of, going out and hanging out with people. But I don't I think I do wish that I spent more time with other people and socializing, but I don't think it it really like is the end of the world. You know what I mean? Like I don't use it as an excuse to not be social. You know what I mean? Like why would I make an excuse to not be social just because I grew up a certain way? Just because I grew up not socializing, why would I make an excuse to not socialize now? You know what I mean? There's literally no reason for me not to. So I really don't look at it like in a bad light. Like I might have looked at it in a bad light before, but I just think I'm happy that I went through the things I went through because I would if I didn't go through the like if I didn't go through what I went through as a kid, then I would not be the person I am today. I would not have the dreams and the aspirations that I do today. And I think that's the best thing going for me right now. Like the fact that I have these desires, like hold up shit, bro. Bro, I'm fucking started getting lightheaded, bro. I did not. I was speaking for like 3 minutes straight, no breath. But yeah. If I did not go through the things I did go through as a child, then I don't think I would have the desires and the aspirations that I do today. So, I guess to sum this video up, I did grow up chronically alone and chronically online, and it does have its negative effects. Like definitely, it's been negative. Like social, I still struggle with like social awkwardness. For sure. I mean, insecurity. That's kind of like everybody struggles with it, some type of insecurity. Most people do. That's just kind of a normal thing. Social awkwardness. That's pretty normal now too. But I'd say for me, I struggle with social cues. Um, like I said though, not an excuse. I'm still getting better. Uh, I still, I'm not nearly as afraid to talk to people as I used to be. So I think, and in the end, it all worked out. And um, I'm just grateful to be in the position I am today because I know that I literally have the golden opportunity, bro. Being where I'm at, despite what I had to go through as a kid, which honestly was not nearly as bad as what some other people had to go through as a kid. So me being alone was not. I don't even look at it like as a struggle, bro. Like it was literally just like yeah, it was just something unfortunate that I went through as a child, just being alone all the time. But I don't look at it like, bro, it could have been so much worse, bro. Like despite like me being alone all the time, I had constant, I was able to play video games and sit on my ass all day. So like I was living an easy life. So like really there's nothing to complain about. But yeah, I'm just happy to be where I'm at. I'm happy to have dreams and aspirations and I don't regret anything. I don't regret anything because um everything that has happened was necessary to lead up this point. Everything happens for a reason. So I'm just happy to be here. I'm gonna keep on making these videos every day. Uh, doing this yap stuff, man. It's kind of hard. I can't lie. Yapping for 30 minutes straight. Like it's been 24 minutes, bro. This is not easy, bro. But it's gonna get easier. The more and more I do it, it's gonna get easier, bro. So whether you're chronically online or socially awkward or maybe you just uh, have no. Maybe you're just mute. Maybe you can't even speak, bro. Don't let that stop you from pursuing your dreams, bro. You can do whatever you want. Don't let your past define you. Um, I think that's about it, y'all. Peace out.